Hi guys, welcome to the video. Today is finally the day that I sort out the wheels on this car. So if you didn't know, since I got the Brembo brakes up front, I've been running some wheels that I borrowed from Haas at Garage EP3 to fit over because I didn't want to run spacers on my OEM wheels. So since then I've been looking for some wheels that are going to fit the car. It turns out that my search is quite narrow because there's only a certain few things that I'm actually looking for. I need it to 1, clear the front brakes, 2, so it's not a super aggressive fitment that I'm rubbing when I go around corners, which I am with these front wheels on at the moment. 3, it needs to fit on the car without me adjusting any of the suspension because I don't want to mess up the fast road setup I got from Motion Motorsport, which basically means I'm almost certainly going to have to roll the rear arches to make any other wheel fit. But we'll find out today. It also doesn't help that I've decided that there's only really, I guess, 4 wheels that I really want in my life. Those are a Workmeister, which I don't think would really suit this car as well as the other wheels. Some T37s, which I did actually go to test fit some, but they just didn't clear the front brakes, which was so annoying because they were so nice. And then I guess the cream of the crop would be the Ray's CE28Ns that are just a stunning wheel. But basically, I didn't want to commit to any of those because I wasn't totally sure on wheel specs or anything. I didn't want to be spending that big money on wheels that may then not fit. So what I've gone for is my last set on my list of 4 wheels I've always wanted to own. And basically I'm getting them from Haas at Garage EP3, so this is killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I can give those wheels back, I can pick up these ones, and I will show you those wheels once we get to Haas. Thought I'd quickly just show you what I'm talking about. This is the front wheel setup. I do love the meatiness of where it looks from there, but it does just rub on this arch when you go around corners pretty hard, and I don't really like that. But as you can see as well, there's a load of space between the caliper and the wheel, which means I don't need to run wheels this aggressive to get them to fit. So I'm hoping that I can solve that problem today. So that's the front, and then also I do actually quite like Team Dynamics on this car. It looks pretty good. But anyway, and then on the rears, these are still the standard wheels, so I'm assuming that I'm going to have to roll the lips under here to get any wheel wider to fit, because even now they're not that far away. So that's been my situation. So I've been trying to find wheels that are going to fit that are only in this list of wheels that I want. My search field has basically been absolutely tiny. So these wheels today should be the fix to that. And yeah, anyway, sorry, let's get on the road. Alright guys, I've just arrived at Garage EP3, and as always it's mental here. There's just cars everywhere. There's actually an EP3 getting put on the back of a truck right now to go to the scrappers. Always nuts here, so there's loads of movement and stuff, so I don't actually know where I'm going to park the car. But anyway, the wheels I'm here for are still on the car that they're coming off of, I guess the donor car, the breaker. I've gone to look at them. They look so good, so I'm really hoping they're going to fit. We're going to take one off and test fit it quickly now. So I won't hold you guys in suspense for any longer. Here you go guys, these are the wheels. Boom. There we go. Got some Enkei RPF1s. I've wanted a set of these for years. They are in black. I will probably end up changing that colour in the future, but for now I'm going to run all the black. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to fit, which is very exciting. So basically we're going to jack the car up. This is only held in with 2 at the moment because it was literally a super quick test fit to put on the ground to see. Looks like it's going to fit, so we're going to get all 4 on, and I'm going to have 4 wheels the same for the first time in months.
A few moments later.
Okay, sorry about the background noise, but fast forward a little bit and both rears are on, the front is on, and it turns out I needed a 5mm spacer to clear the Brembos. I'll have a little demo to show you how close these are. I've got this old Japfest sticker. This is basically the only thing that fits in between here. So that is a 5mm spacer and yeah, a paper's width of gap, but yeah, they look sick. So I'm gonna get the last wheel on now, and then these wheels are all on. The last one is on, and oh, they look so good. It's been a dream wheel of mine for so many years, and the fact I've now got a set is just sick. I know that a lot of people with EP3s run these, but you can see why. And they look so good.
Several days later.
Okay guys, it's been a couple of days, and yeah, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. Let's start with the good news. The car looks sick. Check this video out. yeah, as you can see, car looks pretty awesome with these wheels. The downside is there is an issue with the rears rubbing. So I was under the impression that the rears would have to have their arches rolled to make these fit, and I was going to do that job, and it turns out that actually the driver's side rear, the back of the wheel is hitting like part of the subframe, which is pretty sketchy. So I've got a little nick on the subframe, which I will show you in a sec. But basically what that means is I'm gonna have to put the standard wheels back on the back, so I'm gonna be not matching wheels again. So I've spoken to Motion Motorsport. They reckon that the rear needs to go up about 5 to 10 mil. I reckon it's more on the 10 mil side. I also need to run like a 3 mil spacer or some tiny spacer in the rear to clear it away from the back, because if one side's rubbing, the other side must be really close. So basically at this point in time, the solution is putting the standard wheels back on the rear. The downside to putting the spacers in is that then it is probably going to rub the arch, so the arches will need to be rolled. It definitely needs to raise up anyway. At this point in time I don't have the spacers, and I can't make it up to Motion Motorsport right now to go and sort out this problem. So at this point in time, stock wheels are going back on the rear because that's the easy quick fix solution, and then I'll work to figure out something moving forward to get these wheels on, because the car, as you saw, looks so good. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the driver's side rear, and as you can see, there's the coilover, and then yeah, you see this little nick here. That's where the back of the wheel is hitting this area, and that's what's been making this horrible scrubbing sound, which I thought was rubbing the arches up here, but it turns out, well, I am rubbing the arch line a bit, as we all know that doesn't really matter. So I'm not hitting anything up here, it is literally just here. So to solve that, I need to run spacers, which then means I have to roll here. So it's like a bigger job, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, that's the damage. So I'm gonna have to put the stock wheels back on, which is such a shame. But at least I then won't be rubbing here or anything like that. I also didn't mention that this only hits when the wheel is under compression. So if you go over a speed bump or anything like that, that's the only time that it hits. It's not constantly rubbing. So that's what makes this even more weird, because the other side isn't doing that. So yeah, just a super weird problem that I will get solved at some point in the future, but for right now, standard wheels are going back on.
12 seconds later.
Okay, fast forward a little bit and the wheels are back on the back. It's a shame, but it has to be done for now until I can sort out the issue. I guess I haven't really progressed in any way in this video. I've still got different wheels on the front as I have on the rear, which I think is pretty funny. Anyway, yeah, let's wrap this video up. So guys, I'd let you know the specs of this wheel just so that you know this could be an issue for you if you're looking for wheels. These are 17 by 8, and then they've got a ET of 45. I guess a word of warning, if you're looking at wheels and this is a spec that comes up, I'd be careful, because it could happen to you as well. They could be rubbing on the rear. I did check the passenger side one and it's touched ever so slightly. You wouldn't notice it if you weren't looking for it. So yeah, that kind of means that both sides are pretty much touching, which is a shame. So yeah, the spacers are definitely going to be needed if you want wheels this sort of size. I was hoping that this would be the wheels sorted and it would be an awesome looking car all the time. I had it for about a week running like this because I didn't know what the issue was to start with. I haven't really driven it that much. I will update you guys in the future when I've managed to sort this out. I'm sure I'll probably even make a video of it. There's some birds going mental over there. Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet really, because the wheels look sick, but I can't run all four at the moment. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Hopefully you found some of this useful, or at least this video entertaining or whatever. Drop some comments down below if you've had any issues like this, or let me know what wheels you're running on your car. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like the video, that helps out a lot. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.